Hello, Stampers. Kelly Atchison at AStampAbove.com coming to you live on the Sunday evening, July 20th from a beautiful and sunny Menasha, Wisconsin. I am so happy to be here with you. I see we have a whole bunch of people waiting for me. Brandon, Missouri, Manitoba, Canada, Erie, Michigan, Connecticut, Ohio, California, Arizona. Hi, Diane. We've got Sharon here and Nancy. I'm happy to see you here. Melody, Bonnie. Oh my gosh, so many people. Hello from the North Shore of Lake Erie. It's Nancy. Hi, Nancy. Welcome. North Carolina's in the house. Washington, Maryland, Minnesota, Marshfield. Hi, Shelby. Northern Ireland, Kim. Welcome. North Dakota, Northern Wisconsin. Connie's here. North Dakota again. Connecticut, Iowa. Kathy from Marshfield. Hi, we've got two in here from Marshfield, Wisconsin. I am so happy to be here with you guys tonight. So do you guys know what today kicks off? July 20th. It is Shark Week. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to host another Shark Week for my family, a very important week of the year. For those of you, yes, Nancy goes, Shark Week. Deb says Shark Week. For everybody who may not be familiar, Shark Week is just something that I've always been fascinated with. I do not care for sharks. I hope that I never see one when I am snorkeling in the ocean or swimming. And I do those things when I go on fancy trips with mostly Stampin' Up. But I'm just very fascinated by Shark Week. And so over the last several years, I have just taken it upon myself to make a really big deal out of it. So I have to show you guys. This is so cute. Look at the littles. The littles have Shark Week shirts. I have a Shark Week shirt. Haley has a Shark Week shirt. I have some fun treats in store for this week. And then I tape Shark Week. Ooh, I forgot to do that. I tape Shark Week every year. Hang tight because it kicks off today. Now you guys saw my fancy shorts to go with my Shark Week. You have to wear your camo white shorts with your Shark Week shirt. It's not a thing. I just made it a thing because it's Shark Week and I can totally make it a thing. Hang on a second because I need to find the Discovery Channel. Can you believe I forgot to tape Shark Week? I can't even believe that I did that. And I don't even know what channel the Discovery Channel's on. So give me a moment. Oh, I just found it. Dancing with the Sharks. Right there, people. And we are taping that. They're calling it a movie. And then Air Jaws. Tape. Sorry for this momentary lapse in judgment. So, I have a shark tablecloth. I have some shark treats that I'll be making this week. We have shark glasses. Of course, shark shirts. I bought a shark toilet seat cover. They haven't seen that yet. I have inflatable sharks. I'll be sharing pictures on my Facebook page this week, you guys. If you follow my Facebook page, you'll definitely want to do that if you don't, because I share all the crazy things that I make. And I find all these fun shark treats on Pinterest. And then they look so fancy and fun. But then when I make them, sometimes they're a fail, and I share those too. So I'm excited. Yes, I am a fun grandma. I'm a fun granny, right? So, I had a really busy weekend. I'm going to give you a John report. John is back from up north. Him and his wife must have had a lovely time, although I don't know that for sure. But he looked happy today when I saw him out measuring his screens on his windows. I don't know if his screens got damaged with our garage fire a couple years ago because they've got great big holes all over them. Like the birds have taken to ripping his window screens apart on his house. It's very strange. I've never seen anything like it. And so he was measuring today. I don't know if he's getting full windows or just screens, but don't you worry because I will keep you updated on that. Marcia wants to know what channel for Shark Week. It is on the Discovery Channel, Marcia, and we have TDS, so I don't even know what channel it was, but just look for Discovery in the channel name. It's the Discovery Channel, like NBC, ABC, CBS, it's Discovery. So you'll find it. Thank you so much, Barbara, for the like and share. Always appreciate that. Just reading through some comments here. So I went up to my mom's house with Haley and the kids on Thursday, and we had a very nice time visiting with my mom. I cooked a lot of food. I made pork roast and mashed potatoes and the most delightful gravy I've ever made. It was so dark brown, you guys. Oh my gosh. And what else did I make? I made something else with that. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Took a watermelon up there and chopped that up. And gosh, what did we make to go with the mashed potatoes and gravy and a pork roast? There was some other thing, like maybe a vegetable. I can't remember. Maybe not. Anyways, I don't know. It was really good. Haley made taco hot dish, which is delightful. One of our family's favorite recipes. And gosh, it seems like I made something else. I wanted to make blueberry muffins. My brother gave me a whole bunch of blueberries that he got from his blueberry bushes, but I never did get that accomplished. We were busy. Took the kids to the pond swimming. Haley took the kids four-wheeling. We had a problem with one of the four-wheelers. My mom has two, and one of them wasn't running right, so that was a bummer. But the guy came and got it while we were there, so it's being fixed right now, whatever's wrong with it. We drove around the block, which is like a long ways, like miles and miles around the country block, looking for deer Thursday night and Friday night. And we saw over 100 deer Friday night. Thursday night, probably about 80 or 90, about 10 fawns and lots of big bucks. So we are very encouraged for the upcoming gun hunting and bow hunting season. Lots of babies. Babies are so cute. We love the babies. We came back yesterday and I don't know what I did. I messed around for a while and then I went to bed at 9 o'clock. So I was up bright and early today. No bears. We didn't see any bears, but we did have something really weird happen. I took a soft side cooler with me because I always go to the grocery store before I go to my mom's house, and I had a lot of stuff that needed to be refrigerated. So I took a big cooler, like this big, soft side. It disappeared. It was on the deck. We can't even figure out what happened to it. There were 3 people there while we were there, none of which have taken the cooler by mistake, whatever. We don't know. That they would never steal, but nobody knows what happened to the cooler. And all I can think of is it had some nice smells in it. And maybe a raccoon came and got it because it disappeared. We looked everywhere. There were no storms. It wouldn't have blown away. We don't know what happened to it. So Bigfoot, perhaps, Julie. You never know. Wendy asked how my pool is coming. I have nothing good to report. I had some more words with my pool man. Nothing is happening that's good there. He never ordered the liner. He still hasn't ordered the liner. They need to come and remeasure everything, which takes 4 hours. And he was supposed to show up over the weekend and didn't. So that's all I got. It's very sad. But it could always be worse, right? So no pool yet, no anything happening there. Steve's been working on it, getting things prepped and ready for the liner, which is what he did not want to do. That's why we hired a guy, right? But he's doing the things. He's got a ladder down in the deep end. He's working on the light because that was broken and prepping the walls to, all the things. It's just don't make me go that way. I just can't go down that tunnel tonight. It's not good. It's got a lot of very colorful words involved with it, Wendy. Let's see. What else? We are planning on being camping next weekend, you guys. So I will not be live on the 27th. We will be camping. It is our annual camping trip to the gorgeous Lake Arbutus at Russell Memorial Campground. So I'm so excited about that. And Nancy says, I think you need a new pool guy. Yeah, we do, Nancy, but he's got $5,000 of my money. So there's that little issue. It's very involved. And I live in Wisconsin. There aren't many pool guys. Like it's rough here in Wisconsin for pools. So don't worry. Nothing I haven't thought of. Yeah. What else? Val and Dawson had T-ball, last T-ball game of the season last week. They did fantastic. They also had soccer, which was really fun to watch. We went to the pool one day, like somebody else's pool, not ours. And we went to the new zoo in Green Bay, and we got to go into a wind tunnel. Like it's a wind tunnel that me and the two littles went in, and it mimics the wind on the African, whatever you call it, plains. So the wind got up to 80 degrees, and I had my hair all clipped up, and I unclipped it. My hair was going everywhere. It was hysterical. So fun. The zoo wasn't that great. It was super hot out, and all the animals, they don't like the hot, but the kids did get to feed the giraffe and the goats, which are so cute. And there were alpacas, and we did not get spit on. So that's a bonus, right? Yeah. So, Sarah said, I think if he doesn't show up soon, you should contact the BBB. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of things I will do, Sarah, but, my pool guy doesn't live here in the United States for 9 months out of the year. And so that's another huge issue. Like I said, there's just a lot of things involving this incident and this guy. He lives I don't even know where, in the Philippines or something the rest of the year. And it's just a whole thing, you guys. And he's got my money, and I need him to do his job, and I will never do business with him again, ever. So there you have it. We had words on the phone, and you have to be careful too. I can't really tell him off, can I? So, which is totally against everything in my being. What else is happening? Not much. We'll be getting ready this week to go camping. The kids are coming over. The babies are coming tomorrow morning till about 11. Haley lost a very, very, very good friend, like her best friend, her work husband from school. She's a teacher. So there's some things going on with that tomorrow. Super sad situation, but we're here to have a good time tonight. So I've got the babies tomorrow morning, and we'll kick off Shark Week with some arts and crafts. And then maybe we'll go to the store because I'm out of blue Jello. Why didn't I think of blue Jello? Of course you need blue Jello. It's Shark Week. Hello. Anyways, I have prizes to give away, which I always love to do. First of all, you can earn prizes by leaving a comment. So if you're new to me, whether you're watching me on YouTube, whether you're watching me live on Facebook, hello, both of you. Or if you're watching the replay on either platform, leave a comment under the video, and you'll be entered in a drawing to win fabulous prizes. And I have my first prize that I'm giving away is festive pearls. These are cute little metallic pearls. There's also some red ones up here that you can't see under this flap. These are going out to Barbara Palzweski from Garden Grove, California. Woohoo, Barbara. Congratulations. You're going to have some fun with these little pearls, and I will be getting these off in the mail tomorrow because I even have all my envelopes ready to go, you guys. I have been on my game today, I'll tell you what. So congratulations. Please leave a comment. Next up, we have some lovely layers vellum. These are all different printed vellums that you can add to your scrapbook pages or cards. Super pretty, very fun. Challenging you creatively, I think. I use these. These are I don't know when they're from, but I found them. I find a lot of things when I start cleaning stuff out. So I'm giving them away. Don't we all keep blue Jello in our pantry all year long? I thought so, Barbara, and I usually have some, especially Shark Week. Hello. I'm hoping the stores aren't out of it because who knows how many other people are celebrating Shark Week, right? Joe sent me the cutest little video today, and I am dying to try this beautiful little dessert that has to do with sharks and Jello and cake and graham crackers. Good Lord, it's going to be so cute. Back to prices. I went off. Squirrel. I have lovely vellum layers and also a package of the paper butterfly accents for sharing my video last week. That is another way that you can be entered to win fabulous prizes, is to share this video. So someplace on your screen, some of you, depending on what device you're on, may have to wait until we're done. Someplace on your screen is a share button. Click on share. It'll ask you, where do you want to share it to? Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, any of the places. All of them is fabulous. Going out to my sharer winner from last week, Audrey Thurn from Rhinelander, Wisconsin. Audrey, these are coming your way. Congratulations. And third, I have a opened pack of Meandering Meadows. This is that beautiful 6x6 scenery paper. Oh, so gorgeous. And I'm throwing in a package of the purple adhesive backed sequins. This is for placing an order. Everybody that orders with me during the week gets entered in a drawing. I might sneeze shortly, so just hang tight. Maybe not. Oh, maybe. It'll sneak up on me. So for placing an order last week, Donna Manning from Pierre, South Dakota. Donna, I have some prizes coming your way. So congratulations. And I will get these all packaged up. Let me make sure I keep them in the right order here so I don't get confused, because we all know Kelly gets a little confused. I will get them all packaged up and out in the mail tomorrow morning. So congratulations to all of you. Good luck to all the winners. Good luck to all of you, because now you have a chance to win for next week. Now, I won't be live for next week, so I probably won't be doing a drawing. But I am hoping that I might have time to do a pre-recorded live, not live. You know how I do that? I do a whole class just like this, only I pre-record it and post it next Sunday at 7 p.m. I can't make any promises, but I usually try to do that, and I usually accomplish it. I'm kind of ahead of the game this week, so I'm doing really good. I got a tutorial clicked off today. I got my cards for the Charming Day. Whoops, hang on. Charming Day class, which I'm going to pop up on that screen right now. This is Barb, Dina, and my July online class. Those are going to be going out in the mail this week. It uses the Charming Day bundle along with the beautiful Charming Shimmer dots, some Misty Moonlight and white ribbon, the Floral Charm Designer Series paper. And if you order option 1, that includes the bundle and a wink of Stella. Option 2 includes the ribbon, the dots, and a half a pack of designer paper. Both of those options also include 6 pre-cut layers for 6 cards, all pre-cut for you, along with scraps, the dies that are in the Charming Day die set. You get scraps to die cut those because you need to have that for the class. A PDF with video tutorials for each of the 6 cards, as well as written instructions, dimensions for you to to recreate the cards if you would like. We also have a PDF available. The best way to get the PDF is free, and that is by becoming a Stamp Happy Academy member. Stamp Happy Academy is the most fabulousness. I don't think that's a word, but I just made it. Website in the world. Dina, Barb, and I run that website, and we put so much content on there, it might blow your head right off. Not even kidding. It's super fun. You're going to find all the information for that at stamphappyacademy.ning.com. So there you have it. I'm going to go back to my comments here. Now, all of a sudden, because I felt like I had to sneeze, now my nose is feeling a little bit snuffly. And I see that, no, my screens are not going black, but I understand that that happens when an ad pops up. And don't worry, because when an ad pops up, it pops up the ad. And then as soon as the ad is done, you resume, I think, where it left off. So you don't really miss anything. So somebody's asking if something is back. I miss you. Nancy says, I miss you when you're not on Sundays. I know, Nancy. That's why I like to make a pre-recorded video that goes live at 7 o'clock on Sunday nights. Joan says she's never gotten into Shark Week. Her husband doesn't like sharks. Well, I don't know if anybody really likes sharks, but they're fascinating. I know, it's a little creepy, right? Yeah. Okay. I did not find out what you were looking for, but I hope you found it. Okay, I think I'm ready to proceed to my screen. Hang tight while I do that. Oh, I got to figure out how to do this. Here we go. Kelly's. Can you guys still hear me? It looks kind of dark here, doesn't it? I wonder why. Maybe it's just my screen. Let me see if I can. Oh, my screen was dark. Sorry, you guys. It doesn't look dark here at all. We're good. There we go. Lights adjusted. Everything looks great. Oh, and Jean is hoping to see some sharks when they cruise in New England this August. Good for you. I hope that I never see sharks while I'm on a cruise. I like to see the dolphins, though. I definitely love the dolphins. Okay, I am going to kick off tonight with a card. Shocking, right? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Do you remember? Whoops. Let's see. Hang on. I got to find my other little. Oh, here it is. Do you remember this card? Whoops. This card that we did last week? I showed you what a good idea, not just what to do, because I'm sure you know what to do, but a good idea for your designer series paper strips. So we made a card like this. And, oh, let me bring in that cute little card. Look at that wiener dog. So this was the card. This was the layout. Okay. And then this was the card that we made with 1-inch strips of designer series paper. And if you happen to miss that, you can find that on my blog at www.AStampAbove.com. And that is scrolling right across the bottom of the screen right now. So this was on 7/13. You'll find all the details for this. This is the Long Time No See stamp set with that cute little dog. Absolutely love it. So that's what I showed you last week. This week, we're going to find a way to use the strips in a portrait mode, right? This was landscape. This is portrait. So I'm going to give you a good idea for that layout in the portrait mode. We're going to use the Floral Charm Designer Series paper, as well as the low profile sparkle dots, the Mossy Meadow and Gold 1/4 inch amazingly beautiful ribbon. Oh, so pretty. Now, these things are part of the Pear Suite, the Perfect Pairs, I think is what it's called, Perfect Pairs. And then I'm going to bring in the largest, the second to largest circle from, hang on, I'm still looking for my, oh my goodness, what happened here? Oh, here it is. Oh my, what happened here? I'm going to make sure this is the right size. Yeah, the second largest circle from these Stylish Shapes. We're going to use that. I've got some white embossing powder from our Basics embossing powder with Versamark ink. And then 3 colors, Mossy Meadow, Misty Moonlight, and Cajun Craze. Do you guys have any idea what colors those might represent? I know it's only July, but it is fall colors, right? And as stampers, we have to get a jump on this fall stuff. So I'm going to use the beautiful Artistic Leaves stamp set. This is a brand new online exclusive that just came out July 1st. And it's very interesting. Do you see how it's like missing pieces? Yeah, we'll talk about that because I did not understand why that was happening. But Sarah, who's on here tonight on my team, told me when we were at that Appleton Stampin' Up event. So now I know what is happening. Yeah, perfectly paired. Thank you very much, Nancy. Perfectly paired is what the suite is called here. This is from the Charming Day suite. And whatever, we're going to just have fun with it. So let me bring in all of my cardstock layers here. I'm going to move these aside. I'll keep our little layout right down in here. And I'll move this stuff over. So I've got an envelope, of course. And then we have a Misty Moonlight card base, 5.5 by 8.5. And I've already scored it there at 4 1/4, so we'll just burnish that edge good. And then I have a Cajun Craze layer and a basic white layer, 4 by 5 1/4 on both of these. So I think what we'll do first is we'll stamp up our inside layer. One other thing that I want to share with you. Oh my gosh. We have metallic textures rub-ons. This is a little dangerous for me because I have never, ever used these. So we're going to do it together. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to be a metallic texture rub-on virgin tonight. And if this goes south, you guys are all going to be like, well, Kelly, everything doesn't always work every time, right? That's how you're going to be, right? I need a promise. Okay, so you get, let's see, 8 sheets of this. So we've got gold. Aren't these pretty? And these are like rub-ons. So we're going to figure it out together. And then we have silver. Look at these. And there's 4 of each sheet here. Hang on, let me. So we've got these designs in silver and gold. Silver, silver and gold, silver and gold. So there's a whole bunch of sheets in here of all of these. And hang on, it's sticking together. We're going to use gold because, you know, we're kind of using warm colors here. So what I thought I'd do on this inside layer, this might be a complete disaster, but we're going to go for it. I am going to cut this off at 4 inches. I read the directions, and the directions say, again, metallic textures rub-ons. These are in the annual catalog. Cut the rub-on design from the sheet, then peel away the backing sheet. Place the silver adhesive side, on the paper. Rub with your finger until the image transfers to the paper. And I thought, well, how hard can it be, right? So I'm going to cut this piece off right here because I thought this would look pretty on the inside of my card. I could be wrong. I hope I'm not, but I could be. So I think what I'm going to do, well, let's just go for it. I'm not going to cut it. Okay, let me bring in. Have you guys used these before? I've never used them. It says to take the backing off, and it did kind of come apart here a second ago, but now there we go. And then I think you're supposed to place it. Are you supposed to place it face down, you guys? Does anybody know? Let me see. Peel away the backing sheet. Place the silver adhesive side. Yep, this is the gold or adhesive side on your paper. I'm going to do it right up here against the edge. No, it says silver adhesive side. So we're going to do it like this. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see if that works. And then it says to rub it with your finger. Is that what I'm doing? Rubbing it with my finger? Oh, yep, sure enough. Look at that. Ah! We are doing this for the very first time together as a team, right? You're my team. I just want to make sure I got this. I just rubbed it with my finger. You can see it's coming off on my finger. Oh, look at how pretty that is. Oh my gosh, you guys. Ah! That is very, very cool. Wow. Okay, so you get, this is the gold. You get these patterns in gold and silver. And then this is another pattern. You get these in silver and sheets of gold. Isn't that cool? I think you get 8 sheets in all. Yep. Oh, you're going to see more of these from me because that was really fun. I've never used these. Amen. I love it. Okay, so there's my inside. Now I wanted to do a couple other things here. We're going to have to test some stuff out because Sarah told me how to use the stamp set. So let me just practice here. I'm going to grab just a little scrap of basic white before I start messing with this, okay? So here's my leaf. And see how it has that white blank in the middle? This is the piece that goes in there. So I'm going to see what it looks like if I do this or if I need to do it in a different color. And I think I do. I need to do it in a different color. So if we took the Mossy Meadow, and I'm going to clean this off in my chamois. And let's see, what other color? Maybe... what color should I use? Mossy Meadow, and then I want another color. Should I try? I'll try Cajun Craze. I don't know if that's really going to be a great color in here, but let's try it. Oh, look at that. You can do variations of the color. So that was Mossy Meadow. Let me grab Old Olive. We'll try that. Tonight is the night for testing things. That's kind of fun, isn't it? Or is it annoying? No, I think it's kind of fun. Hi, Polly. Old Olive. There we go. Susan said Old Olive. Let me get my head in here a little bit so I can get this on straight. Yeah, that doesn't really leave me a lot of contrast, does it? How about if we try some crushed curry? What do you think about that? My ink pads are really juicy, I'm noticing, because it's been pretty humid here. You ever have problems with your ink pads being too juicy? Like, oh, look at that. Woo! Because we are in a very humid environment right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab just a credit card here, and I'm going to grab my baby wipes. If you find that you've got, like, this is really a lot of ink, right? It's too much ink. So what you do, let's move these out of the way, is you're going to take a card and just kind of pull that ink out of the middle. I'm just going to kind of smush it back down there so I'm not like taking the ink out altogether. Clean off my card. No harm, no foul there. And then let's see how that works. Look at the difference. Let me see if I can hold it still. See, this was way too much ink. That looks really nice now. So if you ever have that problem because you're in a high humidity area, like our air is off today because it was really nice here, so we didn't need to go crazy with it. But yeah, that's what you can do. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick with my original plan, which was to just use this leaf, and I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to grab my Misty Moonlight, and I'm going to do my sentiment for that. You know what? That's a little dark too, so let me do the same thing. And again, I will just wipe this off. And now I'm going to stamp this right over here. Oh, that looks way nicer than my original that I made. That was way too dark. Okay. And then I'm going to do just a little bit of leaf here. And just a little bit sneaking right in there. So, oh, look at how pretty that is. Oh. Okay. Oh, Pretty Peacock would look really nice with that. We should try that. As long as we've got all our stuff out, why not? Let's try it. This is our scrap. And I'm going to grab my Pretty Peacock. Hang on, you guys. And here's my, let's see if this is really juicy. No, this one is not super juicy. Oh, that looks very nice too, right? I like that a lot. Huh. I like that a lot. I think I might do that. Can I do that? You guys think? Let's try it. I gotta get my head in here, so hang on.
Oh, I like that a lot. Good idea, Joe. Oh, that didn't make it very well. Hang on. I'm going to stamp that off a little bit and get that color in there where it belongs. Nobody will know. Here comes another one. So pretty. I like those colors. Okay, so this is our inside. I'm going to set that over here. Am I making you guys nervous with all these ink pads open? The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull in that circle that we talked about, and I am going to stamp that. Can I do Cajun Craze? Hang on. We're going to do some Cajun Craze for this great big leaf. And this leaf has those blank parts in it too. So let's try that. And then I'm going to try the pretty peacock like you guys suggested and see what happens here. I got to get my head in here so I can line this up right. Oh, that's kind of pretty. Do you guys like that? Let me know what you think of that leaf. Otherwise, my original card before I knew that these were two-step stamping was just that leaf. So I'm going to stamp my circle with that. And then you guys can tell me. Oh, look how just so pretty that is, right? So pretty. Okay. Let me get rid of this color because we didn't use that one. And here's our pretty peacock. Mossy Meadow. We're not going to use that again. And while you guys are deciding, Mossy Meadow, I think that goes right here. While you guys are deciding whether I should put the pretty peacock in there or not, we are going to do our embossing. Should I put the pretty peacock in here? No, like these are the colors from my card. I don't know if this and this. Do you think I should put pretty peacock in there? I don't know. So you tell me. We're going to do our embossing. And here's my embossing buddy. I've got just a 1/2-inch strip of Misty Moonlight here. I'm going to get my embossing powder ready. I keep mine in a little Tupperware that one of my wonderful followers sent to me. Oh, they're so nice. Followers and the container. So here comes, hello, sweet friend. I like that saying. That can go to like anybody, right? Okay, I've got yes, yes. Who said no? Sherry said no. Got a couple yeses, several yeses, and a no. Oh. Okay, there's my hello, sweet friend. Close that up. I'm going to close this up. Close this up. Okay, heat tool coming our way. And again, this is just a 1/2-inch strip. I'm going to cut it down. So let's get this heated up. Ooh, Joe says Misty Moonlight. Ooh, I don't know about that, Joe. That's a bold move. That might work, actually. We're going to try it on scrap paper. Okay, there's our little hello, sweet friend. Let's try that. Ooh, gosh, did you see I made that? The thing I always say never to do is to leave your powder open when you use your heat gun. And here I am breaking my own rules. I don't know. Kelly, what are you thinking? Here comes Misty Moonlight. I'm going to try on my little scrap here. I'm going to do my Cajun Craze. Oh, so pretty. And then Misty Moonlight. See if I can get this lined up. That looks pretty good. That looks even better. That looks pretty good. I don't think so. That's a good try. I don't know. That's really dark to me. Okay, so we're going to just keep going here. Let me get a new piece of paper because I don't like all that distraction, right? Sponge daubers flying everywhere. Okay, we do need our envelope decorated. Gosh, is she ever going to get back to the card? Yes, I will. Don't worry. Okay. here comes my envelope. I'm just going to put this on there, and then I'm going to come in with my mossy, or my, nope, not Old Olive. Come in with a mossy meadow and do a couple leaves. Oops, back here. Just like this. Not like that. Oh, that doesn't really look that great. That looks better. How about one more up here? Yep, there we go. That is going to be our envelope. Now we're going to put our card together. Oh, we need one more thing. One more thing on this layer right here. I want to do some blue dots. There's a little dot image in here. So I'm going to stamp this off and just come in here and add some little blue dots. It's kind of like flicking, right? But different. Just some little blue dots in there. Kind of tones it down a little bit. And one more here. There we go. Okay. Now we can put our card together. Here it comes. Our inside. Oh, that does look pretty, doesn't it? Oh, so pretty. Here we go.
What did Debbie say? Something about Misty Moonlight. What color is your? It's Misty.
This is Misty Moonlight. Yep. And I pulled that from my designer series paper. That's why I went with that color. Oh, look at how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. So gorgeous. Okay, here's all of our designer series paper. So what I did is I cut 3 strips of the Floral Charm designer series paper, this one right here, and then I used the back of this one to cut 2 strips, and these are all 3/4 of an inch by 4 3/4 for a tall card this time, instead of this is a portrait card instead of landscape. So yes, that's exactly what I meant. Okay, and just like we did before, we're not going to overthink this whole thing. These are meant to use up your scraps. Don't sit here and overthink how you're going to put them on here. Just add some glue and slap them down. I go back and forth because it's way easier than trying to get these on here straight in a row, which as seasoned stampers we know will make you pretty crazy, right? I just want this to be super simple. We're using up scraps. It's a great way to get rid of all those little strips that you have in your like DSP package. Let me show you what one of mine looks like. We're going to use this paper tonight too, but I've got all of these, and I usually have lots of here's little skinny scraps down here, lots of these. So this is a good way to use up all those scraps and make really cool cards because I like these with the strips. There we go. See how I have gaps in between? Doesn't matter. Does not matter even a little bit. So now I'm going to come in here with my circle and I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back. And then I'm going to take my sentiment that says, "Hello, sweet friend." And I'm going to snip that right off. I'm going to put a dimensional on the back of the right side. And then I'm going to put a dimensional. Oh, we'll hang on to that one for a second. Look at, I pulled the back off another one. We're going to hang on to that one for a second. So let's get this on here. Oh, I broke one of my fingernails today. Look at that one. Oh, look, I got ink all over it. But all my other fingernails are growing really kind of good. And then I busted that one off. Oh. Okay, this is going to go right about here, pushing it all the way over to the side. And so we have this sentiment that's going to go right in here. And I want to put one more dimensional right in here. And then we're just going to add a little glue to this end because we're not going to pop that up again. It's going on the circle that is already popped up. Oh, did you see that little spaz thing happen? I just want to make sure this is straight. Oh, look at that. I did it straight. Nice, Kelly. Okay, we're winning so far. Fingers crossed. There's plenty of time, don't worry. Plenty of time for things to go south, people. Okay, I'm going to do my little ribbon trick here where I don't actually tie it in a knot. I'm just going to tape this piece across here. And a little bit of tape. And I like, oops, that looks like it's going to be way off. It was. I like doing my ribbon like this if possible, because when we tie that little piece on the front, it is a single knot, not a double knot to keep it in place, right? This is like a little faux tie dealy whopper. So when you do it this way, you don't have to tie it twice, only once. And that makes your mailman or your postal service a little less crabby. You know what I mean. Little less crabby. Ah, there we go. Yeah. Okay. This is going on to our card base. That, just like that. Oh my goodness. And then we're going to bring out some of these. And I'm going to use the green ones. And I'm going to take, we got big ones and small ones. So here's a big one. Let's try that right there. A little bit smaller one we'll put right up there. And then how about another big one? These are so sparkly. I hope you guys can see the sparkle in those. They're just beautiful. And these are called low profile sparkle dots. Delightful. Okay. Then, yeah, let me get all this mess cleaned up here. Did you guys see I have like this little runaway bat laying around? I've been making lots of Halloween things. I love Halloween. Okay, here's our beautiful card. Here is our matching envelope. Oh, so pretty. And again, same layout, just these are 1 inch by 1 inch, hang on, 1 inch by 3 3/4, and these are 3/4 by 4 3/4 the long way. And here we go. Same layout, just different orientation and different stamp sets. Isn't that fun? What do you guys think? I love this. I can't wait to play with more of those. They've got some really interesting little elements in here too that I have so much fun with. I really like this one right here, and the wood grain is cool, and of course the leaf, and the wreath, good grief. Metallic textures rub-ons. I like these. I might incorporate those in a class. That would be really fun, right? Okay.
Thank you guys so much. Everybody says so pretty, so pretty. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Wanted to let you know that we have brand new catalogs coming out. And I am doing my mailing selector by the end of the month. So check your emails. If you got an email from me, you need to opt in on getting communication from Stampin' Up. And out on my blog, you're going to find new catalog coming soon. On my blog is one of the little thumbnails. If you could go look at that and make sure that you're opted in, because if you're not opted in to receive communication from me and Stampin' Up, it's a little deceptive as to the wording, but it really means that I can't contact you if you opted out of communication, which also means I can't add you to my mailing selector to get new catalogs. Like, it won't let me. So if you could take a look at that, if you have any questions about it, just pop me an email at kelly@AStampAbove.com, and I would be happy to answer your questions about that. Okay,
I can't wait for the new catalog to come out. Oh my gosh. So many pretty things. There we go. Now, next, let me get this stuff cleaned up. I've got another fantastic card for you. Again, this was called Artistic Greetings, one of our new online exclusive products. Let's see, what am I going to do next? I think I'm going to do this fun fold. Okay. I'm going to do a fun fold. Let me move this over here. And this goes with that. Again, all of the dimensions and photos, more photos of the inside will be on my blog. About an hour or so after I get done tonight. It shouldn't take me that long. Spooky Sweet Designer Series paper. You guys know that I am a lover of Halloween. And I know that some of you are not a lover of Halloween. So please don't go anyplace because this fun fold that I have is fantastic. And you can use the fold for anything. Doesn't have to be Halloween, you guys. So don't go anyplace because this is a really good layout that I think you're going to love. I'm going to be using the Spooky Halloween bundle. This is also, these are online exclusive products. It's a whole suite of products. The suite comes with paper, the bundle, these foam stars, and I'm not using the ribbon that goes with the suite tonight, but I will show it to you because, oh my gosh, it is iridescent petunia pop, and it is so, so pretty. So, whole suite online exclusives. And in order to find online exclusives in my store, when you go to the Stampin' Up! Store, there's a little magnifying glass someplace. And when you click on it, it gives you a place where you can type words in. Just type in Spooky Halloween or Halloween. And you will find this suite. You know, sometimes that's a little confusing as to how to do that, right? Okay, here comes our bits and pieces. We are going to be making a Bandstand pop-up card. I've got a basic white medium envelope here. I have Daffodil Delight that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I've got a strip of daffodil that is 2 by 6 1/2. We're going to do some scoring on those two. Then I've got Designer Series paper here. And I will tell you about the sizes of these when we get rolling. And then I've got some scraps. So hang tight here. Let me go back to my comments. I got to get a drink. What are you guys drinking tonight? I have my boring old strawberry lemonade, but it keeps me happy. So yeah, I like it. Okay. Let me go back here, make sure that I didn't mess anything up. Nancy said when what? I don't know, Nancy. Wonder why they didn't do some dies for the artistic leaves. I'm wondering if... Nope, I don't think that the tariffs have anything to do with anything yet. Nothing has really happened there, Nancy. So, nope, I don't think that's an issue at all. They just have to have some standalone stamp sets because people don't always want to buy bundles, and I firmly believe that that is what's happening there. There's been a lot of single stamp sets that I wish would have had dies, but well, here we are. Oh yeah, having to fussy cut. Okay, so this was 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and what we're going to do here is we're going to score each end, and when I in the instructions on my blog, it's going to say on the long side. That means that you put the long side up against the base here on your paper cutter. If it says score on the short side, this would be the short side of the two, and you would put that up there and do the scoring. But score on the long side at 1 1/2 inches from each end. So we're going to score 1 1/2, turn it around, and 1 1/2 again. Just like that. Okay. Next, we've got this strip. This is 6.5 inches long, and we're going to score this at 1/2 inch and 2.5 from each end. So I'm going to push this over here. I have a new scoring blade coming that has feet on it that will not fall out of my paper cutter. 1/2 inch and then 2.5 inches. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other end, 1/2 inch and 2.5 inches. Now, we need 2 of these. We're going to cut this in half. I made it double in size. It should be 1 by 6.5, but I made it 2 by 6.5 so we could do all our scoring in one shot and then be able to cut this in half. And now we have our 2 strips. Isn't that smart?
Yes, it is. Ooh, I see spearmint tea. Elaine's got boring water. Lola margarita. Dark chocolate moonshine. Bonnie, you always have the greatest stuff. Laura's got an Arnold Palmer.
Yeah. I didn't even get to have an old fashioned over the weekend. That's kind of a little criminal. Oh, we got to bring this back. Okay. So we have this done. Now we have to work with these. Our designer series paper needs to be in 3 sections. So what I did is I have it here in one piece, and then we're going to cut it. So we've got 4 1/8 by 5 1/8. And on the long side, we're going to cut 1 3/8 inch off each side. And remember, 3/8 inch is between the 1/4 and the 1/2, that one big notch. So 1 3/8 right there, cut. And then we're going to do 1 3/8 again, right there. And if you had a pattern that was continuous, that was really noticeable, you want to keep these in order. But I don't, but I'm still going to keep them in order because you guys know I'm a little weird like that. You know I am. Okay, then we need some designer paper for these 2 pieces. And so what we're going to do here is I'm going to stack these together. These are 2 pieces that are 7/8 by 5 1/8. And I'm going to cut 1 3/8 off each end, just like we did here. 1 3/8 off each end. And if you're going to stack these up like this, make sure you keep them even on the end so you don't mess up your designer series paper with the wrong dimensions. And then 1 3/8 again. And there we go. And this is the way that's going to go. Just like that. Okay. So I'm going to keep those in order just because, again, I'm weird. The other thing that you need is 2 more pieces that are 1 3/8 by 4 and these should be 4 1/8, but they're actually 5 1/8 because I think I messed that up. So let's cut them to 4 1/8. 4 1/8. There we go. My mistake. So 1 3/8 inch wide by 4 1/8. 1 3/8 by 4 1/8. Okay. Let's start putting this little jewel together. So we've got these 2 pieces. And this is how this goes. Okay. So these look, my bats all look upside down. I wonder why that is. I didn't think they were, I thought they just kind of flew all over the place, but maybe I'm wrong about that. So here goes this piece. Put some glue on there. And we've got, this does not look right. This does not look right at all. I must have wrote this down wrong. Hang on. Yep, this one looks good here. Yep, I did. I'm going to have to fix that, you guys, so hang tight. I made a boo-boo. I might have used the wrong pieces. Those don't fit in there. Hang on. This needs to be 1 7/8. Yeah, and that's what I have here. Do I have that? 7/8 by 5 1/8 cut off. 1 7/8. Okay, so hang tight. Let me grab another piece. I'll get that straightened out before I post it. Hang on. I'm gonna dig into my. I have 2 packs of this paper going here. Here we go. Oh, there we go. All right. This needs to be 7/8 by 1 7/8. Yeah, I'll figure that out. I don't know what happened. I'll get it fixed. Okay, so there's 7/8 by 1 7/8. You need 2 of these for each panel, which means 4, right? There we go. Here's these 2. Oh, we can use this one. Let's put it up to the right measurement. There we go. There's another one. And then wasn't there a long? Yep, here's another long one. So it should be 1 7/8 by 7/8. Okay. Sorry. I was on the struggle bus today. Happens, right? Okay, so these pieces go on either side of this little centerpiece. And all we're doing is decorating all the panels in here. I'm just looking at comments. There we go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. And then here comes this one. You know what? Before I do that, I'm going to measure this and tell you the right dimensions because what happened there? I do not even know. Yeah, I think what I did was I told you the wrong amount to cut off. This needs to be 5 1/8, which is what I have. 5 1/8. So you need to cut off 1 7/8. Hang on a second. 1 cut 1 7/8, and I had 1 3/8 inch written there. So your DSP should be 7/8 by 5 1/8, and then you're going to cut 1 7/8 off one end and 1 7/8 off the other end. Whew! Good grief, Kelly. You know, I'm way too pretty for math. That's a lot of math happening when you're stamping and cutting. So, Margaret wants to know, what is the name of this card design? It is called a Bandstand pop-up card, and there are lots of different dimensions for these. Like there's a lot of these kind of cards that you can find, but their dimensions are different. So, yeah, it's weird that I think this one is probably kind of an exclusive. Is that a thing? I think it is. It could be. Okay, here we go. This little panel goes right here. And again, this panel is 1 3/8 by 4 1/8. This is 1 3/8 by 4 1/8. The middle is what's left over, and I'll give you that too. The middle is 2 3/8 by 4 1/8. All you have to do is do this part, and then the rest of it's really easy to figure out. And if you follow my dimensions when I give them to you correctly, which is very helpful, you won't have any problems. Look at how pretty those are, right? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We fold this in. This makes it a bandstand. And then we take these and fold those tabs back like that. And then this folds and that folds like that. And the same with this one. Boom, 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 and boom. So this is what we have. And now we're going to take these and we're going to glue them onto our stage, so to speak. So let's see how this works. Okay. Just like this. I'm going to put that face down. You're going to bring this one into the corner and make sure that you square up that corner on here. Okay. So the tab is over the back. The tab is over the back of this one. Just like that. This card goes like this and stands up, but it also lays flat to go in an envelope, which I think is really cool. And then this one, same thing. We're going to line that up. We're going to put some glue on our tabs. Just like that. And this. And here's our pop-up bandstand. Isn't that cool? Now, we got to do some stuff back here. And that's what these other pieces are for. And these are the 1 3/8 by 4 1/8 again. I want to make sure my bats. Notice the bats on this paper are they're directional. So all of my bats would have been upside down probably if I hadn't been looking at that. So we're going to put this right here. That's going to cover up those tabs that aren't that attractive, right? And the back is going to have a panel on it for you to sign or write your message, sign your name, all the good things. So, super cute. This is where that's going to go. This piece right here is 2 3/8 by 4 1/8. But first, we have to do some decorating. So, let me get a new piece of this side. Looks pretty good. I thought what we do here. Oh, I didn't even get any ink out, did I? Huh. Okay, let's grab some pumpkin pie and black. Black and pumpkin pie seem like good. Maybe some granny apple green also. Some granny apple green in there. Okay, so I think I'll do pumpkin pie for my happy Halloween. Is that what I'm going to do in the front? Hang on. Let me see. I think that is not what I'm going to do on the... Oh, yeah, it is. Yep, that's going to go on the inside. Or, I mean, the back. Okay. Lisa, I do not have any control over the amount of advertisement, but what I can tell you is that my account is set to the least amount of them. So that's good news. Okay, here comes. Ooh, this barely fits. Happy Halloween! I love that one. And then I think that I will do, how about some little, let's do some bats. I'll do a few bats here with the black. Woo! Spooky! Don't do your bats upside down, because I have definitely done that. And do I want to do, nope, I'm going to do that on the front. Okay, and then I want to do some granny apple green. Where'd that go? Right here. We're going to do some granny apple green little sparkles. How about like that? That looks good, doesn't it? Aren't those just cute? Yeah, some little sparkles. Okay, so now we have, oh, and we have one more little thing to do. I am going to stamp a spooky. Spooky. Just like that. Let me close all these. Oh, we have to do this too. How about we do a little spooky on our envelope? A little spooky. And then we'll do a little broom. Just like that. Oh my gosh, so cute. And I'm going to grab a little, oh, that's lemon lovely. I don't want lemon lovely. I want dark daffodil delight. I'm just going to color this in. And if I was going to do a lot of coloring on here, I would put a piece into my envelope so it doesn't bleed through the back. But since I'm just going to do that tiny little bit, I didn't think it would be a problem. But just so you know that can be an issue. So, super cute. Okay, here goes this. Oh, so Barbara said that if she watches YouTube videos on her phone, she gets ads. But she doesn't get any ads at all if she watches on her computer. That's very interesting, Barbara. I didn't know that that would make such a difference. So thanks for sharing that. Okay. And I'm just fussy cutting this. And I like to just kind of wiggle my scissors around. I'm not really doing anything perfect. It just looks like I'm going around all those letters when, you know, I am kind of in a way, but not with any precision, just makes it look cool. So what we're going to do there is we're going to add that to a little scrap of black because I want it to have a little outline around it. So I'm going to add it to a scrap of black, and then I'm going to, oops, that's going to make a mess. Hang on. I am going to fussy cut around that. And of course, if you're not into fussy cutting, you can definitely take a label from something and die cut this from a label. Or stamp this on a label and just die cut it. But I just thought this would look very cool. Just like that. Okay. Let's get this closed up. And then we have some other fancy things to do to this. So you can put any little characters on here. And again, this will work with any type of card. Does not have to be Halloween. But I thought what would be really fun to use on here would be some of these die cut. Get these out of the way before we have an accidente. I don't know if that's really an accent word, accidente. But we have all of these die cuts in here. And these are 2 sheets of just die cuts. So I think what I'm going to do is pop one of these trees out. And then, Dee Dee says she loves fussy cutting. I bet you do, Dee Dee, because you make some really, really intricate, fun cards. You would have to love fussy cutting. Okay, so there's one of our trees. And then, again, there's 2 sheets of these. I'm going to take some of these candy corns. I'm going to grab about 3 of them or so. 3. Do I want to put one? Oh, where'd my... Oh, here's my back. Okay, we didn't do that yet. And then... Let's see. I don't know if I want to do the bird or if I want to do one of these little, I don't even know what that thing is. I have no idea. I think it might be trying to be a crow, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's a crow in a Halloween costume. Don't know. Anyways, I'm going to take my tree and I'm going to put it right on here. Now remember, this stands up like this, so this is going to be really fun. So we're going to add a little bit, I'm going to lay this flat, add a little bit of glue right here. And a little bit of glue right up here. You want to be careful where you're putting your glue, okay? So we're going to do a little glue here. And a little glue there. Make sure that you don't get any glue down in here, right? Because this needs to be, it needs to pop up like that. This is so fun. And then, do I want to do this little guy down here? Or do I want to do this little guy down here? I think the orange pops a little bit better with the pumpkins, don't you think? We'll do that. I'm going to put that on dimensionals. So I'm going to put a dimensional right there and maybe a little, whoops, hang on, I got things flying. And maybe another little dimensional on my little pumpkin. So that'll work. And these little die cuts are quite fun. And then we've got our little candy corns. And I think I'm going to put those on dimensionals also because, like, why wouldn't I? Right? Do I want them? Yep, I want them on big dimensionals. That'll work just fine. The big ones fit regular size, I should say. Now, if you want to go through your dies that come in this paper, and you could punch all of them out and put them in like a cello bag so you can see them. That might not be a bad idea. Get this one done. And then I'm going to have a candy corn tree because shouldn't everybody have a candy corn tree? Like, I think it's kind of a thing. I know, I would love a candy corn tree. That would be right up my alley. Look how cute that is. Okay, and then we have to do our spooky. And our spooky is going to go, I think we're going to put it, I don't know. I think I'm going to put it right over here. So, not that it matters, but I do have black dimensionals. So I'm going to put those towards the bottom of my little spooky layer. And again, you guys, if Halloween isn't your bag, I get it. It's not everybody's thing. You could use this with a flower here, like the Charming Day flower would definitely, this flower would fit right on here with some Charming Day paper instead, right? It's all about thinking beyond what Kelly has created, or maybe not. Maybe you want to do this exactly, but thinking beyond what I've made to what works for you in your taste and your likes. Let's get this on here. I have a whole bunch of mail to share tonight too. Goodness gracious. You guys sure know how to make a girl feel loved. I love happy mail. Okay, here we go. This is where I'm going to write. This is my cute little envelope. This is our Bandstand pop-up card, just like that. And before we're finished, we have some of these little jewels. So let's see. I think I would like to color some of these. What? Yeah, pumpkin pie. So let's see how that's going to work. Oh, yeah. That works just fine. So we've got some big ones, we've got some medium and some little, and they still keep their sparkle because these are very, very sparkly. Do not pick them up with your putty end. If you do that, it will take your glitter off. I know this from experience. So I think I am just going to add these to my tree like they're also little ornaments because they're so stinking cute. And they add that little bit of sparkle. Oh, you know what else we can do? We can take our Wink of Stella and color our candy corn. I'm just going to color the image on here, not the whole piece with the outline, but just the image. And that's going to bring in a little bit of glitz too. Look how cute that is. What do you guys think? And this fits right inside an envelope. Super fun. Now, it seemed like it was a lot with all the dimensions, but like I said, if you take your base, my Daffodil Delight layer, score it, just score it twice, and then leave this at 2 by 6.5, score 1/2 inch and half inch and 2.5, and then go from the other end 1/2 inch, 2.5. Cut this strip in half so it's now 1 by 6.5. That's it. Super, super easy. And then of course these are just 1/8 of an inch smaller. That's what they are. But I will have all of these dimensions on there, and I made this little template and took a picture of it too, because this tells me that this whole piece was 4 1/8 by 5 1/8. And you cut 1 3/8 inch off each end to put in the background here. And then these are 7/8, and that whole piece was 4 1/8. Oh, that's going to be wrong, you guys. So I'll change that. 4 1/8, because remember I screwed up. 4 1/8. Okay, so I'll have to retake this picture and put that back in here just when you thought you could get something done ahead of time. And then, yeah, we cut at 1 3/8 from each end, and that gives us these 3 pieces. I hope that makes sense. And of course, these two are the same size as these. So not too bad. Lots of cutting. Again, a great way to use up your scraps for sure. Love this one. right, I have another really pretty card. The next card that I'm going to make for you guys is going to be one that I got in the mail from my team member, Lori. She makes really, really pretty cards, and I just really had to give it a go at this because I thought it was easy and something that you guys would really, really like. So, hang on. I got some good tips for you on this one, too. Let me set all these aside. Good grief, I'm making such a mess. Let me pull this over here. Okay. Let me go back to, I got to go back to my comments, you guys.
Thank you guys so much. Margaret, your screen keeps going black when there is an ad that is coming on there. That's what I understand. Somebody said that when they watch on their computer, they don't ever have the ads, but when they watch on their phone, they have ads. So I don't know if that works the same for everybody. I just don't know. All right. So before I get too much into this next card, I wanted to remind you that everybody who places an order with me, it doesn't matter how much your order is, gets a free tutorial each month. And this month, my tutorial is the Turtley Cute Suite. It uses that. And even if like the Halloween, if the turtles aren't your deal, you can use any other images in place of them, but you're going to have all the dimensions. You're going to have pictures. You're going to have written instructions to recreate 10 different cards that can use any little image. Like you could use the Halloween images instead of the turtles and the Halloween paper. So that's one thing. And then when your order reaches $50 with me in a month, you get a video tutorial with 4, 8, 9, 10, and 12 different cards in it. Each one has a video tutorial, dimensions, all the ingredients, colors, lots of pictures. So you can get up to 2 gifts, tutorials from me with your order each month. So that's kind of fun, right? Always kind of fun. Yeah. Okay, this next card uses the Florals in Bloom Designer Series paper. I've been having a lot of fun with Designer Series paper. And I'm going to use the Fancy Borders bundle. I think I've only used this for you guys one other time. I've got the Charming Shimmer Faceted Dots. These are super, super pretty. And let me put my little inch thing back up there. I've got the Modern Oval Punch, some Petunia Pop ink, and our 1/4 inch white ribbon. Really nice ribbon. This is nice thin ribbon. I really like it. Okay. Ouch. That was my knee. That was my knee that just slammed into the post on my desk. Yeah. Okay. Let me get my dimensions up here. So hopefully if I have them written down right, I look really smart. And if I don't, we have to pivot, right? We have to pivot a little bit. Okay. Here comes my card base. I am using, oops, here's our medium. Oh, what is that? I don't know what that's for. I don't know why that's in there. Weird. Okay. I need an envelope. Hang on. Here comes a medium envelope. Yeah, that's not an envelope. We're using cloud cover. And my cloud cover is 5.5 by 8.5. And I've already scored it at 4 1/4. And then I've got 4 by 5 1/4 in basic white. This is, oh, a scrap. I'm like, I don't know why I have this. It's a scrap. And then I'm going to use this Designer Series paper. So pretty. And this is 3 by 5.5. And then I've got a couple strips of Petunia Pop. And I picked the Petunia Pop because it's coordinating color with the Florals in Bloom Designer Series paper. So I've got one is 3/4, the other one is 1 inch, and they're both by 5.5 inches. So let's do, let's get our inside stamped first. So I am going to
Let me move this out of the way. I'm going to use my Petunia Pop ink. And I'm going to stamp just because. Maybe I'm going to do just because right up here. And that looks crooked. So let me try that again. That looks much better. And then there's a little heart in here. I think this is so cute. And again, this is part of the, let me grab this, Fancy Borders bundle. I gotta stand up. Smudgeroni. That'll never do. Let's try that again. Maybe I want to do, hang on, I'm going to test something out here. Maybe I'm going to do my little heart thing first. And then my just because. No, I don't like that. I don't know if I really like that either. I think I'll stick with my original idea, which was in the center. We can change our mind, right? Just because, and then I'm going to do my little heart thing. I'm going to do it above. Yep. So much better. Okay. Oh, and I have a 1 inch by 5.5 inch of our adhesive sheets. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to take our card base and I'm going to bring in this die. This is a bunch of hearts and dots in a row, and we're going to die cut that on the front right down here. Okay, so once we run this through our machine, it looks like that. Isn't that fun? You definitely want to tape this down so it doesn't move, right? Oh, love this. Then we're going to take a 1 inch by 5.5 inch strip of Petunia Pop, and we're going to put a piece of adhesive sheets on it. And you peel the back off. I cut this just a little bit smaller than the layer I'm going to put it on. So this other layer was 1 by 5.5. And I cut this just a little bit smaller because the adhesive will really stick to you. It's very sticky. So you peel that one side off, put this on the back. Then we are going to take our hearts and we're just going to die cut. I need some pink hearts, so we're going to die cut that, okay? And when we do that, we're going to end up with this, okay? And here's all my little hearts and my little dots, which now has adhesive sheets on the back, so it makes some stickers. So I'm going to leave those in here. This is just an extra bonus. I'm not doing anything with this on this card. So I think what I will do is I will put it in my stamp case, like I did that one, so I can use it for something else because I can't throw all of that away. Then this piece right here, we're going to take this little border out, and we are going to put this like pretty much kind of right in the middle. Right in the middle. I'm going to center it from side to side so that I've got kind of this off the end and that off the end. So I'm going to center it. Put it in the middle, tape it down. And again, this was 3/4 by 5.5. And when we do that, we get 2 different borders. I'm going to use the one with the scallops on it that come this way, but this one you could use for something else with the scallops that go that way. So I'm going to keep that, and I'll throw that right in here to use on something else. Okay, now I think we're ready to roll with our card. Let's do some pretty things. Okay, I'm going to fold my card base in half. I was just reading comments. Mary Ellen has a beautiful double rainbow over Melstone right now. That sounds delightful. Okay, this is our inside layer. So I'm going to adhere this inside. And again, this is a really pretty simple card once you get your things cut. Hang on, I got to get this off the end. Got a little bit of stuck glue. Now it's stuck to my finger. There we go. I leave my glue open all the time, so it gets a little dried, little plug on the end. But I don't care because that's how I operate. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our designer series paper, which I seem to have lost. Here it is. Don't worry, I've got it. Remember, this was 3 by 5.5. I'm going to bring this right in here. I'm going to put glue all around the outside edge, just a very little bit. You don't want to put too much glue on designer paper. You'll get worms. Not worms like from animals, but you'll get raised little lumps under your DSP if you use too much glue. Okay, so we've got that happening. Then here comes that little piece, and I am going to just butt that up against my designer series paper, just like Lori did. She sent me the prettiest little card. I'll bring her card out when we're done with this one. She used different colors. So you can see, if you don't remember her card, which you're probably like, I don't remember that card, Kelly. You can see both variations for different ideas. Oh my gosh, isn't that so pretty? I absolutely love it. Okay, then we are going to take what's left in here. Remember, we turned these into stickers, and we're going to get them out of here. And we can poke them like this. I need, let's see, Lori did 4. So I'm going to do 1, 2, we've got 3 hearts. Here's 4 hearts, and I don't know how many dots. Okay, so now you got to peel the backing off. Okay, and we're going to take these, and this is like an inlaid technique. Put that right in there. We're going to do the same thing with the little dots. Now, these might be a little persnickety, but it's going to be worth it. Do you like that, persnickety? There's your redneck word of the day. Funny little story. While I'm doing this, I'll tell you about a funny story. Haley and Jared took Dawson out for a drive, and they went to a little place called Behind Bars, which is a little local bar out in the country, to get a burger. And while they're there, this lady comes over to Haley, and she walks up to her and she goes, "You're Kelly's daughter, aren't you?" And Haley's like, "Yeah." You know, like, my daughter is not from there. I am. But my daughter did not grow up there at all. She grew up here in Menasha. And she's like, "Yeah." And she told her that this lady, her name is Linda, she was my best friend through high school. I moved to that school when I was a sophomore. And she was my best friend in school. She goes, "I was your mom's best friend in high school here." And it was so cool. So Haley and her had a really nice conversation. Haley texts me and says, "Oh my gosh, I just met Linda XYZ." And how she came up to her and said, "You're Kelly's daughter, aren't you?" And Haley said, "She was just so nice, Mom." I'm like, "Yeah, well, what did you think? I had crappy friends?" Of course I had nice friends. It was kind of funny. But yes, I did have nice friends. And she's still nice. We just grew apart because I, after high school, I moved to Madison, and she stayed in our tiny little town and raised a family. So we kind of went our separate ways, and I would see her when I'd stop back, but it's never the same as seeing somebody every day in high school, you know what I mean? So I've got 5 dots here. Can you see how I'm just pushing them right down in here? But yeah, that's small town, which is pretty cool. Okay, then, before I do a reveal on the inside, we're going to finish this up. I'm going to take my cloud cover scrap. We are going to stamp the Scent with Love. It's got a little bit on it or something. I am going to punch that out with my punch. Let's see. I think I'll do it just like that. I'll make sure my words look straight there. We're going to mount this on some dimensionals. Whoops. There we go. I think this is going to be a perfect little card to send my mom this week. I send her a card every week, and can I just say that she absolutely continues to be in awe and touched by your guys' thoughtfulness, your talent, like the cards that are coming. She shows me every time I go there who's sending cards and what they look like and how pretty they are. And so thank you guys for that, because it really does brighten her day, and her days haven't been that great. She's not feeling great. She seems to be getting weaker and weaker and not interested in eating, and it's just, it's a whole crappy thing. So thank you so much for the cards that you've sent her. She just is so appreciative, and they really do. Like, the mail comes down, she's like, oh, I wonder what I got today. So thanks, you guys. It's been wonderful. Oh, this is so pretty. I think I'm going to pull this down and make it just a little bit smaller. I don't want it to oh, that looks so cute. Okay. Get a mini glue dot here. Gosh, it's getting really hot in here all of a sudden. Steve said he was going to turn the air back on because it's supposed to get really hot again. Gosh, I would just be so thrilled with that if I had a pool. Oh, stop whining, Kelly. It could always be worse, right? It actually is. So, yeah. Hang on. I got to snip that off a little bit. There we go. Boop, boop. Okay, now, get this on here. Then, getting very warm. We got to put some of these little beauties on here. Yes, Nancy said, love her while you still have her. I do. I love going over there, and she loves it when I come there. So I'm always filled with all kinds of funny little stories, and we laugh, and I make her lots of food. Made buttermilk pancakes both mornings that were just delicious. And sausages, which are sausage. Okay, so I think I'll do, nope, I think I'll put one right over there. So pretty. Now we have our envelope here, so just hang on because I need to get some air. I know what I should do. I think I will do that. Hang on. I'm going to get this out. I think I've done this before on an envelope. Do you guys remember me doing this on an envelope? I think I have. So next weekend, next Friday, we're going camping at Lake Arbutus. And, I like this idea. And that's right over by my mom. So I'll be over there a lot while we're doing the whole camping thing. So we'll get to go have breakfast and all kinds of good stuff with my mom, which will be nice. I think I'll use cloud cover. Now, if you're a demonstrator, a discount shopper, you have the opportunity to get the cloud cover ink pad in the big size. If you're not, you should join my team as a discount shopper. You can get one. But if you're not a demonstrator, they're only the ink refills are available. These kind of things. And then you would put it in a little ink spot because we had some trouble with the formula. So just for those of you who may not know what's happening there, that's what's happening. Oh, look at that. I wonder if this wasn't clean. Do you see that I had this in pink one other time? Hang on. Otherwise, my cloud cover is turned the funny color because it did work really good before. Let me see what I got going on there, you guys. I guarantee you the ink refill is this color. Yeah, this may be the weird thing that happened. Nope, I think I never cleaned it when I used it the other time. So let's, I'll use that for Bill. And we'll try that again. That should not be pink. My bad. I don't know that I've ever really done that before. Put a stamp away that was dirty. That was crazy. Okay, so don't do that. There we go. And this will lighten up tremendously. Okay, so that's my little envelope with the detail stamp on it. Here's our little scent with love. And look at this. What? Isn't that so pretty? I take no credit for this. Lori sent me her card, and here was her card. She used powder pink, and she used the Sips and Cheers. I think that's the Sips and Cheers Designer Series paper, right? And it was a birthday card. So, and she used the heartfelt hexagon punch, and so I used the oval one, modern oval punch, just to show you a variation. I like both of them. But yeah, different colors, different paper. Isn't that so pretty? So, so pretty. Absolutely love it. Okay, let me get some stuff out of the way. I have a whole bunch of mail to share with you. Just the most beautiful cards. Let me put this away. I'll throw these over here and this back here and all of these things. I'm just going to stack these up so I don't take too much time getting this back in order. And I'm going to clean this one so I don't do that again. That was crazy. I hope my ink pad isn't all jacked up, right? Kelly. Huh. And put my die back where it belongs. I still got some more hearts in there. There we go. That's how I get my dies emptied out. I know it's pretty aggressive, but it works. Okay. Here we go. Mail. Now, please make sure you can share my video if you can. That I really appreciate that. That helps me grow my business, and it's one of the most fabulous things you can do for me. And of course, I always appreciate your orders. That's what keeps me in business. It keeps these free videos coming your way. In case you're late to the game, here are our cards that we made tonight. This is a pop-up Bandstand pop-up card.
I found this on the web. For Wait the Game, here are our cards that we made tonight.
Quiet. I did not ask you anything, Siri. There we go. Halloween. Love this one. Little envelope. I will have all the dimensions on my blog, and of course, you're going to find that at www.AStampAbove.com. If you guys remember, this is the card we made last time. And here is another card using thinner strips that are tall. So lots of fun tonight, right? Lots of fun. I will have all the dimensions and photos of the cards that we made tonight on my blog in, I'd say, about an hour, you guys. Just give me about an hour to get everything coded and done. And now for mail. I got these in the mail. This came from Cheryl Lowry. She sent me the 2527 in color markers. These are our new in colors to give away. She accidentally ordered 2 of them. So, Cheryl, bravo. We will definitely take advantage of that. Then I have a card from Barbara Lord. Look how beautiful. I love this dragonfly. And then look how she did the rhinestones, like a little trail, right? Yes, isn't that so pretty? This was old designer series paper that I absolutely love. Beautiful card. Thank you so much, Barbara. Okay, this, I can't wait to show you this. So this little gift pack came from, I don't think I showed this to you yet, right? This came from Sherry Pyre. Look at this. Happy Cake Day. I'm 60. Look at this. Holy cannoli. And of course, it's all lemons, right? Look at these. Look at these towels. Look at these. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Who has heard me say that a million times, right? I love these. And I already told Steve he is not allowed to touch them. He is the reason why I can't have nice things. And these are definitely white, and they do not need any barbecue sauce on them off his dirty little mouth. He washes his hands, and then he dries his hands on the towel and then wipes his mouth like he's using a napkin. And I just want to punch him right in the throat. Of course, I'm just teasing. Okay, next up, we have Luann. Oh my gosh, Luann, this is the most amazing card. Ready? You guys, are you ready? What? Oh my cannoli. This goes like that. Look at that. It says, oh, don't worry about it being late. Hope you had a great birthday, Luann. And guess what, you guys? Luann gave me the directions to make this. So of course we will. Of course we will. And she even gave me the little mechanism inside that makes it slide. So bless your heart, Luann. You are the best. I'm going to put this back in your envelope so I keep this together. But wow, right? Wow. Okay, we've got, I think this is Rhonda McGuire. Yep, Rhonda McGuire. Look at this. Look at this, you guys. Whoa. Isn't that pretty? A birthday card. What? This is gorgeous, Rhonda. Thank you so much. So pretty. I love this suite. We did this with one of our big events. We used that suite. And then we have Cynthia Wadasuck. Look at this. I have never made one of these, but they are certainly very, very cool. So pretty. Right? Absolutely beautiful, Cynthia. Thank you so much. Next, we have Shella. Look at Shella. She's got 4 of those postage dies on here. And then this uses the Extraordinary Flora bundle. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I love the colors too. Basic beige with the misty moonlight and mossy meadow. So, so pretty, Shella. Thank you so much. That is just beautiful. Next up, we have Linda Miller. Oh my gosh, this is another crazy card. Crazy. Oh, hang on. I just dropped something. Linda from Clear Spring, Maryland. Okay, ready? Oops, let me turn it around the right way. Ready? Okay, hang on. There we go. Look at this, you guys. Oh my gosh. Is that not just insane? Absolutely love it. Yeah, Becky, you think it's funny about my towels, but it's not really funny. I know you can sympathize, right? Look at how cool this is. Wishing you a beautiful day. And look at it's just decorated all the way around. I recognize this happy birthday. That's from the Hey Chuck set. But look at this. Okay, ready? Let me see if I can. Yep, it just pops right in there, pops right up, pops in there, gets mailed. And she did mail it in a little bigger envelope. But yeah, isn't this just the bomb? Thank you so much, Linda. That is just raw talent. I love it. Okay, next up. I'm looking at some things here. This uses the same paper I just used tonight. Let me see who this is from. Sandy. Sandy Heisen. Same paper. Look at how pretty this is. You make me smile. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Oh, I suppose I'm holding it way up there. I'm sorry, you guys. So pretty. Yeah, right? So pretty. This is a fun card. Oh, yeah, look. It can set like an easel. I don't know if she intended it to, but it certainly can. And I love it. Next up is Donna Weld. Oh, so pretty. I love the font on here. And of course, dragonflies, purple, blue, so pretty. Being awesome is just your thing. A birthday wish from Donna. She says, sending you the very happiest of birthday wishes from New Jersey. Thanks for all the amazing inspiration you always share and for always bringing the sunshine just by being you. Ah, look. Oh, like the card says, being awesome is just your thing. Thank you so much. Look at her handwriting. It's so perfect, right? I wish I could write like that. Thank you so, so much, Donna. This is beautiful. So many sweet wishes. Next up, we have Diana Canavan. Look at that. July birthday. Woohoo. Thank you so much. Diana likes the John Report. So pretty. Thank you so much. Look at that bottle. It's bubbly. I love this card. This is really pretty. I like how you put the vellum in here too. Wow. So pretty. Next up, we have Laura DeBruyne. Oh, look at what Laura made. Ah, love this. Happy birthday. Again, that's what that stamp said. This one right here, that whole suite. So pretty, and I love a pocket card. Thank you so much, Laura. Absolutely beautiful. Patty Wynecke. She used my $1 million stamp set. Thank you, Patty. I love that. Don't you love that? That's like one of my favorite parts. Have a wonderful royal day. Patty, thank you so much. Thank you. Then we have this one. Oh, this is from Susan Heim. Thank you so much. Look at how pretty this is. She always puts a prayer card in peace I will lie down and sleep, for you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. So pretty. And she includes an envelope for me to reuse. Isn't that sweet? Absolutely love this. Susan, thank you so much for your beautiful card. Gorgeous. I'm going to keep that with it too. Okay, next up is Joyce Myers. Look at Joyce's card. Ready? Hope you have a very special birthday. I love how she put the banners in here, right? And these little strips of the purple foil. Some little butterflies. Joyce, this is just beautiful. Thank you so much. And she wrote me a note. Beautiful, beautiful card. Renee Wolford. Oh, look at this. I loved this stamp set. This is one of our oldies with the soldier theme. Wow. So, so pretty. Handsome. It's a handsome set. Thank you so much, Renee. Next, we have Lorraine. Look at the sunflowers. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you for the gorgeous happy birthday. I love the coloring on these. So pretty. And then, hang on. Here comes another one. Oh, I have a couple that haven't been opened yet, you guys. I opened all of these and looked at them. This is from Terry Presida. Look at how pretty that is in white. I never thought to do that. That is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, she's having an old-fashioned in my honor with a toast to me. Thank you so much, Terry. I hope it was good. Hope it was delightful. Okay, I need to open some. This is from Debbie Pot. Hang on, Debbie. Ooh, pretty. Oh, I love this paper. Look at that die on the inside. Thank you so much for my birthday wish. There's those faceted sparkle gems. So pretty. Thank you so much. Next up, I gotta open this one. Like I said, I have 3 here that weren't open. Oh, this is from Christina Cooper Ryder. Look at how pretty that is. This is those nesting essentials. That looks really pretty. I like your colors. Beautiful butterflies. July birthdays are the best. Ah, happy belated birthday, Christina. Hers was on the 5th. Very beautiful. Beautiful, gorgeous card. One more that Kelly didn't open. Oops, hang on. You guys ever put a letter opener in a card and then ripped it in half? I have. It's embarrassing. Oh, this is from Ann Hebner. She is my upline. Cheers to you. Oh, look how pretty that is. Oh, happy 60th. Thanks, Ann. Ann sent me the most gorgeous bouquet of flowers. I should have had them up here tonight, but they're in my kitchen, and I just love them. Thank you very much, Ann. Next up, Linda Gilbert. Look at how pretty this is. I love these colors together. Absolutely gorgeous. She's glad it's my birthday. Sending blessings for a great 60th birthday. Ah, thank you so much, Linda. You're so sweet. Are you guys getting sick of me yet? I got to get through these cards because thank you so much. Look how pretty this is. These are all stamped. It looks like designer series paper. It's so pretty. Oh, it was late. No big deal. No big deal. Thank you, Dolly. I love your color combination. Beautiful card. This is from Jan Fortin. Let the adventures begin. Happy birthday. Ah, thank you so, so much. This is one of the cards that Jan designed for an assisted living group that she goes and stamps with. Isn't that sweet? And I'm going camping next weekend, so I'd say it was perfect timing. Here is Christine Andrade. Oh, Christine, look at how cute this is. This is window sheets, right? Look at all those layers. Yay! And she had to buy the set because we talked about it at On Stage. I like how she used the embossing folder back here on this layer. Isn't that a cute idea, you guys? Yeah, with the turtly cute set. Christine, thank you so much. Here comes Peggy Williams. Oh, I love this. Newsflash, you're fabulous. Relax and enjoy. Happy birthday. Peggy, thank you so much. This is just beautiful. One of my favorite sets. This is another one of my favorite sets. Barbara's Savoring. Barbara's the one who gave me the barbecue sauce. Oh, I haven't used it yet, but we haven't grilled anything that needs barbecue sauce yet, Barbara. But don't worry. I will let you know how much I love it. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, the zinnias. Praying you have a wonderful birthday. Thank you so much, Barbara. She says, thank you for all that you do for your team. I'm so happy you are on my team. So much fun. Oh, I really love this one. This is from Norma Lehman. I love that the main focus of this is just beautiful designer series paper. And of course, the yellow with the green with the blue. So pretty, right? This is just beautiful. It's striking to me. Thank you so much, Norma. Oh, last one, you guys. Who's this from? The Miss Dina Rico. She came to visit and brought me this birthday card. So pretty with those sunshine vibes. I love that bundle. Okay, you guys, guess what? It is time. I still have my crown on. It is time for me to say goodnight. I see that Haley called me while I was on here, so I need to see what's happening there. B says she always puts her cards in the envelope with the opening of the card at the top of the envelope so they don't get ripped. Well, that's a really good idea, B. I think that's a great idea, but most people put them in the opposite way. And I've only destroyed a couple, but then I tape them back together. Shh, don't tell anybody. Yeah. So, pull your card towards you out of the screen area. I don't know what you guys mean. Maybe I'm just being a little slow tonight. Yes, Becky said the Happy Independence card is very beautiful. It was gorgeous, right? I love that set. B, I do believe that I received a card And I probably already showed it because
That is the last of my birthday cards, unless you just mailed it. I'm pretty sure that I got your card. Yes. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. You guys got a kick out of the towels, right? Yeah, I know. Boys can be a lot, and they're the reason why I can't have nice things, and they smell. Just kidding. Well, sometimes they do. I just washed all of our pillowcases today, and I told Steve that he can't have his pillows anymore, so I gave him some new ones. They smell. Yeah. So, anyways, the blue, green, and purple calls my name, Sharon said. I know, it's really pretty, right? All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Please know that if I can get a pre-recorded video together for a class for next Sunday, which is July 27th, I will do that. If I can't, I will just share lots of camping pictures with you. My family and I are going camping on the 25th, and then we'll be gone the whole next week. So I don't know if I'll be back on the 3rd. So I better get something ready for the 27th, because we're probably not going to get home in time for a live for me to figure out projects for the 3rd. So, right? I'll do my very best. You guys know I usually come through in that bind. I usually pull it right out of my hiney. Can I say that? That might be too much. Nobody wants a class pulled out of your hiney, Kelly. Okay, thank you guys so much. I am going to have so much fun on our camping trip. I cannot wait. We'll be doing a lot of beach time, and we have the boat and the tubing. We'll be doing some tubing. That will be fun. I just hope that we have good weather, right? Yeah. Okay. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for spending your evening with me. It just means the world to me. Good night.